What's up, guys? We are going into the Final Fantasy X Vision World. Just gonna do like the first 5 or 6 stages here, and these should be pretty easy caps if you have some of the newer global units. But so the first stage is a fairy with low defense and no innate weaknesses. We are gonna do a lightning team. We're gonna do this lightning team. So both Sky and Esther by themselves cap. I believe the cap is 1 billion. They're doing well over that. So if you don't have Esther, use Sky. If you don't have Sky, use Esther. If you don't have either of them, gear Kaito, I guess. He could probably cap this, maybe. But anyway, we're going for a turn 2 clear since we're jumping with Sky. But she is base form, naked. She's starting the shift anyway, and she just has 250 fairy, I believe. Yeah, 250 fairy and full jump damage with a spear build, and recards helm, her own intrinsic, recards card. So there's that. Roberta, just pretty much naked. Not sure she even really needs her Trustmaster passive. Yeah, not really, but whatever. So starting in the shift form for the mod boost for Sky and Spear in Peril, and then she'll be a chain bot on turn 2 with triple casting Mystic Breath. This slot can be any dual wielder with Aurora Scarf on an Esper with Imperil learned. We're just needing that for the Wind Imperil for Sky's jump. If you have a better Windbreaker, then by all means bring them. Kaito, he's here for some Fairy Killer, and then a chain bot with Esther on the kill turn, so naked in both forms. Esther, just staying in the base form the whole fight, just built for LB damage against fairies, so there's that. Here's her gear. Wilkes card, I think any high attack card should do. Where's she at on LB damage? She's 45% overcapped on LB damage. What do we get here? 50, so. But yeah, I mean, it's whatever, I think, honestly. And Sylvie is going to be in the shift form the whole fight. She just passive provoke evade. We're using Mirage anyway. It only does a single target physical on turn 1, so. Let me make sure everyone's starting in the right form. Yeah, okay, here we go. All right, so turn 1, Roberta is going to Spear in Peril, Emissary of Demise for a mod boost on Sky, and then just whatever, support from the skies for some Mirage. Kaito is going to Swelling Current for Fairy Killer on everyone. Angela is just going to Imperil. Esther is going to, let's see, Calm Before the Storm, Bolting Slice, and then True Stormbrand. And Sylvie is going to Bolt Egg Basket for the imbue on everyone. I've got your back over to Sky just for a good stat buff. And whatever else, just punch, I guess. And then we will normal attack to jump Sky. Alright, so we'll just punch with Angela for some elemental damage. Go into the base form with the Roberta. We will triple cast Mystic Breath. Kaito is going to shift and LB. Esther is going to LB. Sylvie is going to shift at LB. So we'll send Roberta, wait for the chain to start, and then send the back row, and then drop Sky in there somewhere. Ooh, looks like that might have been a low roll on Esther. So 6.7. Okay, that's pretty comfortable over cap, I would say. So there's that. So yeah, perfect score. And let's go into the next fight. It's a fairy with no innate weaknesses, with low spirit. So we are going with a fire team. Fire magic team. So BB is here in the shift form, with a true double hand build. Just fairy killer. So 300 magic fairy killer. Here's his gear. He has Irene's ring to quad cast Thyra that we're getting from Marlith. He doesn't get a lot of the big boosts from this card since he's not an FFBE unit, so just any high magic card would work. There's no fairy killer on it either, so it is giving him 500 flat magic though, so there's that to consider. Steiner here, just a lot of preemptive LB fill and LB fill rate up. So just, yeah, 650 LB fill rate up. So here's his gear. So he's going to LB on turn 1 for the stacks of Reflect. Aerith is here, naked. She's just a Rod Imperil and Fire Amper. And she'll punch a couple times. Bulwark's here for some Fairy Killer in his shift form. Just naked. Marlith is here just to imbue Thyra, or grant Thyra chain frames and for the mod boost. So there's that. Naked. Her own TMR, but it's whatever. Louise is here as a breaker and for LB fill. So we'll get into it. Okay, so Louise is going to punch a few times and for LB fill and then break. Okay, Steiner's not full. Aerith is going to shift. And she can wish to save the planet, Ardent Prayer, and then just punch a couple times. Bulwark is going to, let's see, move Smedley for the Fairy Killer. And Marlith is going to, let's see, burn to ashes, and then just fire a couple times. Okay, we got our drops on Steiner, so we can LB with him. Then BB is going to quad Thyra. And then we can target the party. Normal BB stuff. And hopefully this should be a cap. So 3.8. Okay, well, like I said, I think the cap on these first few stages is 1 billion, so that did the job. All right, looks like a perfect score. All right, let's go into the third stage. Oh yeah, these guys. So this clear is a little sloppy. So it's a similar party to my first stage. These are Beast and Human, one's weak to water, wind, and light. The other's lightning, earth, and dark. We're just going to go with lightning. it'll kill them both, so it's fine. Low defense, so physical team. So Kaito's here as our breaker. Yeah, that's pretty much all he's given us. Wilk is here as a chain bot. Sky is here as a damage dealer. Wing's here for the beast killer and human killer. Dester is a damage dealer, and Sylvie's a lightning buffer. So we're doing a 3-turn clear this time around. So we are going to Omni cover with Esther. So she's base form, built for LB damage against humans. So here's her gear. Then shift form, just a little preemptive LB fill, full evasion. So there's that. I think there's just physical on turn 1 and some fixed damage on turn 2, but she tanks it fine. So Sylvie is passive provoke evading in both forms. Sky doesn't really need her Trustmaster passive. She's actually just starting in the shift form anyway. So just built for jump damage against beasts and humans. So full beast, 275 human, and full jump with this gear. And Wilk base form. Yeah, just whatever. Staying in the shift form the whole fight anyway. So fist build against beasts and humans. 275 beast, full human. He's not doing his LB, so. Yeah, I kind of set this team up and then realized that his big Berserk Magnus is only a single target, so it's whatever. Then Kaito base form is where he's going to be doing his damage. He has full beast, 275 human, and he's just chaining. So not maxed on LB damage. So his own card. And then shift form doesn't really matter, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to bother using the skill from this gear since he's not doing his LB. And Ling, let's see. I was starting to gear her for a lot of LB fill and LB fill rate up, but she's, you know, she doesn't need any of her LB skills on turn 1, so she can fill her own LB anyway. So really just make sure she has her Trustmaster or STMR equipped to unlock that passive. So we'll get into it. Alright. So Wilk in the shift form is going to Cloud Style Hurricane Fist to unlock his Big Magnus. Kaito in the shift form, he is going to break both of them. He'll deep submersion, destabilizing, then deep submersion. So we'll target one and then switch targets. Let's start with the top guy and switch to the bottom guy. So I could be reading it wrong, but I think the guy on top is the one that's weak to wind. So we're going to target him for our main burst turn. The other one will die, but we are going to Sharp Spear, Severe Squall, and Overcast Skies on the top guy. Esther is going to Storm Guardian, Omni cover, and then Quantum Storm over to Ling. Sylvie is going to, let's see, shift. She will give us Lightning 1, offense, and then bolt egg basket. Sure. Ling is going to... What is she doing this turn? I guess... I don't know. Does she have it? How did her LB get so full? Yeah, it's not that full. From Sylvie, some, I know. So, she will, I guess, Refreshing Twirl, Rallying Dance, and then Dragon Dancer. Sure. Okay. So Esther is going to go to the base form, and she will Great Sword and Peril, choose Stormbrand, and I guess Energizing Bunny. So we'll target the top guy. That guy, thank you. Ling is going to give us Beast Killer, Human Killer, and Celestial Dance for some Mirage. Wilk is just going to guard. Kaito's, we'll go ahead and put him in the base form, and we'll just guard him. Sylvie is going to, what are we doing with her this turn? I guess stat buff over to Sky. Paladin's defense, sure, and then I guess punch. Do wing. Then we will jump Sky. Okay. So this turn we will LB with Esther, Chain Lightning with Ling. Wilk will do his big Grandis. Kaito is going to just triple cast. This is the single target one. Nope. Is this single target? Yeah. Triple cast Cascading Slash on the top guy. We'll go ahead and shift that LB with Sylvie. So we'll send the front row, then the back row right away, and then drop Sky in there somewhere. Kind of hard to tell what was going on there. So what did we hit? 21 billion. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Probably overkill on, you know, it could probably be turned 1, I'm sure. Duh, Sky. You killed me here. So, anyway, there was that. And on to the next stage. Everyone's favorite Smearomorph. Or not Smearomorph. God, what is this guy's name? Seymour Flex. So this is advertised as being, you know, an evoker stage. It's got low spirit, but it has a 90% general mit. Turns out that Glex units are strong enough to just burst through that and cap, but I went all in on a Una build. So, yeah, I mean, we'll get into the fight, but anyway, we're going for another turn 3 kill. Sylvie is just here as for some LB fill and a buffer. Passive provoke, evade. She's got Obsidian Bracer, Death Immunity, and cast Death on turn 2. So there's that. And she's starting in the base, going to the shift. Yeah, we are putting up some mitigations. Yeah, we're doing her General Mitt and Magic Mitt and some defense buffs in the base form with her. Draconian Princess Fina on Bahamut is, she's doing some evoke damage. She's summoning Bahamut for the light damage field and just for the light imperil. So I really hate trying to gear evokers. She's at 320 Evo, 140 Esper. So she'll be quad chaining Bolting Strike along with Louise on the kill turn. So Louise is here as our breaker, just naked in the base form, naked in the shift form. Yuna, base form, actually that doesn't even matter. She's just doing her LB on turn 1 and then shifting. So she's got her upgraded Yuna's necklace and some LB damage and Esper stuff. She's got Seymour's staff. So 295, 215, and 250. And here's her gear. So 6,000 Spirit. Kresnik's card for some True Double Hand Spirit. So there we go. Seymour is here as our magic cover tank, and his normal attack gives mod increases to Evo LBs and Evo skills. So there's that. And Braska, he's got a similar skill that boosts Evo mods, and he's got Irene's Ring on Anima with Dark Row learned, just to chain with Seymour. It doesn't say it explicitly, but I think Seymour's, is it this one? Yeah, it says it's 27 hits. That sounds like Bolting Strike to me, so anyway, yeah. So there's that. So we're going to be getting the Evo mods from him and then a Dark Imperil from him. So we'll get into it. And hopefully Yuna can cap. Alright, so my EX2 Yuna isn't quite, I haven't maxed out her LB gauge, so we need some LB fill from Louise, and we'll just, so LB fill 3 times, then break. So we'll LB with Yuna in the base form. Seymour is just going to cover magic. Braska is going to give us support from the Faith. Fina's going to shift and summon the Bahamut. Then Sylvie is going to Paladin's Defense, which breaks the boss's attack and magic too, so that helps. As far as I know, the yeah, as far as I know, the magic damage is non-elemental. Sorry, had a brain fart there. So Paladin's Defense, Obsidian Bracer is breaking by the same amount anyway, but there's Defense, General Mitt, and Magic Mitt. So there's a little bit of damage on Seymour, so Seymour is just going to normal attack for the mod boosts. Braska is going to, where is it? Oh, dark. So deal dark damage and reduce dark resistance for one enemy. That's... Who did I have him on? He was... I thought he had a Dark Imperil in his kit. Was that from an Esper? Okay. If you're on enemy or anima, then apparently you need Dark Relearned and Dark, so you can imperil Dark. So there's that. Fina's already shifted. She is going to just punch, and we'll just do all of her skills. It's whatever. Sylvie's going to shift, and we are going to just shift at LB with her. Louise can just guard, and Yuna can shift. And she will Knowledge of the Staff, Believe, and then Hymn of the Faith. So some death we provoked with Sylvie, but she's resisting. Okay, this turn we are going to quad Bolting Strike with Fina. Gonna shift Louise. Quad Bolting Strike. Seymour is going to do his... Where is it? Fire. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. My video cut off. So we're still on turn 3 on Seymour Flux. So yeah, we're LBing with Yuna. We're quad Bolting Strike with Fina in the shift form. Quad Bolting Strike with Louise in the shift form. Seymour is doing Firefly Manipulation. Braska is going to quad Darkra on Anima, and then we'll just cap it with whatever Dark, I guess. Sylvie is going to I've Got Your Back over to Yuna just to top her off if need be. So we'll send the Yuna, Wait a Sec, send Braska and Seymour, and then send the front row once the chain builds a little. Let's see what Yuna's cap is here. Couldn't really see. .1, so barely over the mark with that. So again, I'm sure if you have some of the Glex, more recent Glex damage dealers, God, Fina sucks. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like Yuna could have capped it on her own. Hopefully not too much of that was variance, but it should be a perfect score. Yeah, looks like it is. All right. So we'll go into stage 5. It is a beast with low defense, weak to water. So where is our water team? Not 100% sure if this is going to work. So we've got Zon and Shadow here, just pretty much naked. Zon has his own TMR or STMR on. They're just going to triple chain AR. Yoshikiri's here, starting in the shift form. Oh, and Shadow starting in the shift form. Yoshi starting in the shift form. He's got his own TMR equipped. Some MP cost reduction, and his intrinsic. So he's here for water imbue, water amp, and stat buffing. Orin's here. with full beast. We are just going to try to cap this with his critical strike. So we'll see how that goes. Kaito's here just as a breaker, water imperil, and katana imperil. What does his LB do? So there's no imperil on his shifted LB. Oh, that's his base form LB. Shifted LB, so there's a water imperil, stat imperil, and katana imperil. Okay, yeah, we'll just do his shifted LB. Ling is here for the beast killer. She doesn't really need anything, honestly. Yeah, Call of the Wild and Dragon's Brush. Yoshi gives us some LB fill. So it is an EX3 Yoshi, though, with his EX skills unlocked. Okay, so Zahn is going to triple Obscure Solitude. Shadow is just going to do his 3 AR skills. Yoshi is in the shift form, going to Water Scroll, Frozen LCD, and then BA Start over to Orin. Kaito is going to shift at LB. And Ling is going to give us Hunter Stance for the Beast Killer. So we will just critical strike 3 times with Orin. So we'll send Orin, and then the front row a second later. Takes him a little second to actually get that first hit in. So hopefully the AR chain spans all of his hits, which it does not. Got 2 of them in there anyway. So about 3 billion. I think the cap's still 1 billion on this boss. Maybe more. I don't know. But it worked. So. Obviously, there are probably better choices for this. But it worked. So, perfect score. Alright, so we will go into the little stage 6. And then we'll probably cut the video. So it's a machine weak to fire and low defense. So, yeah, wrong way. So we're basically doing the same team. Yeah. Same team. Zahn just with his STMR on, Shadow, naked. Swapped out Roberta for Yoshi. So she's here for the fire imbue and stat buff, I guess, and some LB fill for Ling. Same thing on Orin, just switched out some gearing for Machine Killer. But yeah, his own card and all that. Kaito just here as Breaker and Katana Imperil, and then Ling is here for Machine Killer. So Zahn again will triple AR. Shadow will triple AR. Roberta will Draconic Triune, Support from the Skies, and Inferno Breath. Kaito will LB. Ling will give us Machine Killer, stat buff, and just whatever else, honestly. And then Orin will just critical strike 3 times. Alright. So I guess we'll send front row first, and then, or well, I'll just send everyone all at the same time. God, why is he so slow? $2.2. We'll see if that was enough. I really wish that hit a little quicker. All right. Well, I guess the cap is below 2.2. So anyway, start working out the next fights, and probably just put that in another video. So thanks for watching. Catch you later.